And so I just like sat there and was like, man, you ain't cry. I was like, why? I was like,
I'm happy.
I'm happy. Why I gotta cry for?
Yeah.
I was like, ain't nobody dying.
This ain't no
Yeah.
sad
Yeah, I
moment.
was like,
This is like a happy
this is
moment.
like a great moment. Like
Oh,
I'm not finna cry. Like I'm finna just
yeah.
be happy.
You
And
remember it for the rest of your
yeah,
life.
I just and we got our like video back. We just ain't watched it yet, so we're gonna watch it like 1 year anniversary. So
Oh, so
we
you're
ain't
gonna save it?
yeah,
Oh, that's
we
so
ain't watched it yet. So
cute.
we're gonna watch
I
it.
love
Yeah, we're gonna
that.
watch it April next year. We'll go back and
Oh,
watch it.
man, that's so cool. That's really neat. I know, I was thinking it's so neat that you had all your different family members that have been a part of like what you've been doing and your spirit and how happy. Like, could you think of anything that resonate, or when you think about your grandma, or say you're like having like a hard day or something,
Mm-hmm.
or you're going through, I don't know, just anything. Like,
Mm.
do you have certain things that your grandma used to tell you, or like just little sayings or anything that stick or resonate with you that you tell yourself repeatedly? Like, what is it that keeps you like, I don't know, on your hardest days? Like, I'm so curious.
She would always tell me, you gotta keep moving, and then also like you could do anything you put your mind to it. And don't let nothing stop you.
Oh.
Like don't let nothing stop you. Don't let no obstacle, obstacle stop you. Because
Mm-hmm.
everything that I do, I modify it for myself. But so like
Oh, I
everything,
love
like
that.
especially like when I'm in like when I was in like school, they would be like, "Oh, can you do this? Oh, you sure? You sure?" I'm like, "Watch." I tell them, I just tell them all the time. So why don't you instead of just asking me, just watch me do it. Then you're
Yeah.
gonna see that I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, I've always said the best thing anybody could ever tell me is I can't do something.
Yeah, and that's
I'm like, ooh, just
and
tell me
so
I can't do it
and
because
so that
I'm
and so
gonna
that's
want to
like
do it
and
so
that's one thing
bad.
with that, and so that's why this one thing I'm gonna explain about this place that I went to. Like as a kid, it's this camp. It's called and I love this camp and I love it a lot. It's called Victory Junction. It's in Victory Junction. It's in Randolph.
Okay.
So it's so like it's made it was made by Richard Petty and his family
I feel
and
like that sounds
yeah,
familiar.
NASCAR driver.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
Okay,
It was made
see?
by his family,
Uh huh.
and his son Cal in honor of Cal's son Adam that passed when he was 19, and
Oh.
while he was driving NASCAR, and so because he wanted to make a camp for kids with disabilities,
Mm-hmm.
and so that way they can go and do things that people think that they can't.
Mm-hmm.
So such as like so when you go there, you pull in and you like, oh, it might not be much here, but when you go fully in, you see all this stuff. So they have like fishing and stuff, and they
Mm-hmm.
have like little ramps for like kids with chairs. So they have fishing, they have horseback riding, they
Mm-hmm.
have like this arcade, they have this bowling alley, they have this theater, they have this pool, they have
That's so cool. They had all that stuff.
they have like putt, they have and then like on Wednesday or Thursday, cause you stay there for like you stay there like a week,
Mm-hmm.
and that Wednesday or Thursday, cause you leave that you come that Sunday and think you leave that Friday,
Yeah.
and so you and so on I think like on Wednesday or Thursday they have this thing called Nash Carnival, where sometimes it would be like a pit crew from this crew like that comes and they'd be out there, and then it's like the thing about with the counselors is anything you ask them to do, they do it just to make
Anything?
anything. So I had a thing one time. I had a like cause like the way it was like it's a lot of walking. So I use like a wheelchair. So I was like I told my counselor I was like we go down this hill and if I beat you to the thing we had like this place that was called like the Fab Shop the way you put like the stuff in your hair but it turns to different colors and it
Oh.
hardens after so long but then you like wash it out and it comes out. But I said if I beat you down this hill I get to do this and he was like all right okay and then I went and I won and he was like get up. It was like where we going? Like you won, remember? I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And then we
Oh,
did
heck
it.
yeah.
And so we had a lot of fun with that. And then like, cause like my last year, like we was like the older, like we was that older group. Cause I've been first time I went was in 2009,
Uh huh.
and I think the last time I went was in 20. It was like 2010, 2011. No, like no,
Okay.
it was like no, it was 2012, 2013. So the
Okay.
last time I went, cause I aged out, and
Oh, so
so
if you get too
yeah,
old, then
so
they
yeah. So
won't.
when you get to that point, you age out. But then like sometimes you can like come back and like be a counselor and stuff like that.
Oh,
So it's
that's
like
really
yeah, and so
cool.
they had like a lot of different stuff like cause like my first year like we had like this thing. It was like we're gonna do something at nighttime. I was like, what we doing? It was like we doing doing zip lining. I was like, huh? I was like, okay,
You did
cool.
zip
Yeah,
lining?
so that was fun.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
so we did that. We did like archery, and we got like archery and stuff like that. So that like I didn't
I
like
want
I
to learn
yeah.
how to
So
do that
the
so
archery, yeah,
bad.
like archery is fun.
Were you good?
And so,
Yeah.
I'm good at it. Like, cause like right after that, like we got so used to it. Like my dad had like got us bows for like Christmas,
Oh,
and so like
heck yeah.
my brother like he got a bow, but my twin brother got a bow. Like he got like one that we usually at camp, but it's like the weight is like a little different from what I used to. So like he had like the
Uh-huh.
little trigger switch on it. And the funny story is like he had it over at the house one day, and I put it down and my foot hit the trigger and it shot the arrow like going towards towards my house. And it was in the woods and we had to go out there and find it. And he
Oh
like paid a lot of money for the arrows.
no.
I was like, oh, he's gonna be
He's like, you
mad.
better get
Yeah,
those.
he was like, yeah, like you better find it. I was like, okay. I had to put my boots on and then I went and found them. And then so like my main fun memory with that being at the camp is like we like eight like we was like that older group. So everybody's like sleep and so like the way the cameras are, they're all these different colors, but they're named after racing towns.
Oh, that's
So it's like
cool.
Texas, Talladega, Daytona, and everything, Michigan and stuff. And so whatever like the thing we all like they had like little cheers and stuff. It's like I don't remember all of them, but it's like some I can't remember the words.
Yeah.
And but it was just fun. And then so like one time like we got up and then they came in out of nowhere and they was like shaking like, hey, get up, like we finna go. And I was like, where we going? I was like, come on, you see in a little bit. And I was like, okay. And we went and we all went. We went to the thing. We were walking all in the dark, and then our little group leader was like, where y'all going? We and no one like she knew, but like we didn't know, and so he tried to be like, oh, we just gonna do laundry. And I was like, no one she knew like where we were going, and we went to the little theater, and then like the thing cut on. We was like, what we doing? Like we had all these beam and stuff, and it was the and then the Lego movie played, and so we was in there, and so we slept in there on bean bags, and it was the fun
Oh.
thing about it was like me and my counselor woke up this like slept the same way because he had like we both had our arm in our shirt and like one arm was out and the other one wasn't, so we set up laughing, and I just like I busted up laughing. I was like, man, we look the same, and he just killed himself
Oh,
laughing, and then we had
I love it.
we would do, and then like I think like on Thursdays or like Friday we do like a thing called like stage day. So where you like do like you could do like dance, you could sing or whatever like that. So like my last year, I remember we was in school and we watched a movie. It was called I think it was called Stomp. That's what it was called. And what that was, it was like basically they like made um like beats or like anything with like using any type of utensils like pot, pan, glass,
Ooh,
like the
I
sticks and
love
stuff.
that.
And
So
so
creative,
yeah, and
different
so
stuff.
I done that my last year, and I done it, and my counselor she recorded it. She sent it to me, but I lost it, and so so I
No.
lost it, and so I was like, man, I was like, I don't even remember it, but it's like, and so like once I left, it was just like, oh, I was like, man, I ain't gonna never get see these people again. But then like right after that, like I just started getting like friend requests from like all my counselors and stuff because they found me
Oh,
on Facebook and just started adding me. So like my one counselor,
heck yeah.
he's a chiropractor in Nashville, and
Really?
my counselor Austin, he's chiropractor, and so me he knows like I really like I'm a big fan of wrestling, and so he like when wrestling when WWE comes like to Nashville, a lot of times he like does their stuff at his office at his chiropractor office,
Hmm.
and so like he sends me stuff. He's like, "Hey, guess who was here?" And I was like, "Who?" And he was like, "Oh, like John C was here today." And I was like, "Huh?" Like, yeah. I'm like, "Hey, cool." And so like we
And he
talked
was
about
actually there?
yeah, he was there like yeah, he like doing the adjustments and stuff, and a lot of
Oh,
the
heck
yeah, a lot of
yeah.
the women superstars go, and he's like, "I guess who was here?" And I was like, "Who?" And then he just tells me all these names. I was like, "Hey, that's cool."
That's really
And so like
cool.
he always just keeps me informed and stuff when they show up.
Heck
And
yeah.
so like yeah, and so like and then like one of my main favorite things is like we went there and a lot of times like we wouldn't see like a lot of like NASCAR like stars like or
Yeah.
whatever. But like one time it was like raining and we got a knock at the door. We didn't know who it was because they didn't say nothing and they were just holding like the thing like a cup of ice cream. Whatever, like, we got ice cream and then like lifted down and it was Joey Logano. I didn't know that. I looked, I was like, oh, and I like went to my room. I was like, oh man, Joey here. And I got hyped because I had a band. I still got it. I got a bandana and he signed it.
Really?
I still have it.
Oh, I
And
love
then like
that.
so when he came,
That's
he
awesome.
came twice. So when he came the first time, he came by himself. And then when he came the second time, he brought his wife with his girlfriend at the time, and brought her, and she
Mm-hmm.
liked being down there. And then whenever he proposed, he came back, but I wasn't there. He came back, and then he proposed to her at the camp.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and that's like being there. That's just like my main. That's like my fun memory of going there, and I just loved. I really love that place.
That's nice. Well, it's nice that they made that for
Yeah, and
you
it,
guys and have people to come and have
yeah,
fun and like and try new stuff, like
yeah,
learn
yeah,
archery.
yeah,
I've always wanted to learn archery.
yeah. I like.
Like, I think it's so cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah, I think it'd be super fun.
it.
But oh, that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fun.
It is fun. You just gotta be careful, like whenever you let it go, because sometimes they could bounce back and it slap you in the arm,
Oh
and it
no.
hurts, and it hurts, and it bruises bad. It
Oh
bruises pretty
man.
bad.
Yeah, gives you like big old bruises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it doesn't even matter what you have. Like you've done all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, cause I don't let nothing stop me. That's just my thing. I don't let nothing stop me or define me. I just
See,
yeah,
I love
because
that. I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people, we let the smallest things stop us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the biggest thing I've learned from other people is I always think like, I can't get past this. And you're in your life, and then you're like, oh my goodness, you see somebody even like you, and to be in someone else's shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh man, my life is so bad, or my life, I went through so many things, when there's so many people out there that have went through
Yeah.
so much more,
Is
and to
that
have your positivity
yeah.
still,
Yeah.
and you still wake up every day smiling. You like the way you treat your wife, seeing how you put stuff on like social media about her and how much you love her, and
Mm-hmm.
your family, and like it's just, it's really cool.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, that's just how it was like growing up. I used to always just be like, oh, what if it was this way? What if it that way? And I was like, no, I think, man, I'm good. I feel good in my own skin. So
Yeah.
just, you know,
And you said you kind of went through it when you were younger a little bit.
yeah.
Like, because
Kind of
I
like,
bet it was different growing up
yeah,
and
yeah, it was
having
kind
to.
of like different growing up because like people were just like staring and like looking at me like I'm like I got a problem or something like or just crazy stuff or they would say stuff like rude stuff. But like growing up for me like in school like my
Oh,
friends
you're
was
so
like
lucky I didn't go to school with you,
yeah, but
because
like
I
and that's
would have
not but
beat
that's
some
not
kids
yeah
up.
but that's not no but that's how it was for me because I had like I was like real close with my friend and then a lot of my friends like lived on my road so it's like especially my one friend he like lived up the road from me
Uh huh.
so we like I was in school elementary school and we was up on this hill and I was talking man he got mad about something because I said something and he like pushed me down and they seen it and so like my brother came and then my neighbor came and then my other cousin came because he was outside with us and he was like oh so you hit he was like oh you hit my brother they pushed him down and then they did and so then after that, like every time, like when somebody mess with me, like people just stick up for me. They would do that in high school also. Like if I like people just make sure I was straight and they'd be like don't mess with him because if you mess with him, you gonna have
You
a
mess
problem.
with him, you're gonna mess with the
Yeah,
whole
and
posse
so
of
yeah, and so that's like
people.
yeah, and so
So
that's how it was like really like especially like when I was like in band and so because
yeah.
I was in band like that's the thing that I like about being in group things because you
Mhm.
always have those memories and you always have those bonds with people
Mhm.
for a long period of time. Like I have a bond with everybody I was in band with. Even when I see them at places, they be like, "Oh, you remember this when we was in band? You remember we went to Concord?" I'm like, "Yeah, we went in the mall. I was in my
Oh.
wheelchair and we ran into that little girl on the ramp." But I called her, but she was okay. I had candy. I gave it to her. She was fine. And then yeah, and
Oh.
because we was running and we caught ourselves playing hide and go seek in the mall, and I ran into her on accident, and then she about fell back, and I called her and I lifted her. I was like, don't cry. I was like, you want some candy?
You're
She was like,
okay. You're okay.
yeah, I was like, you want some
Take the
candy?
candy.
And she was like, yeah. I was like, here. I was like, I'm sorry. Boom, and then we left.
Oh.
And so like I just really close with all like my friends because like a lot of them I was in elementary school with,
Yeah.
and so, especially like Luke, like me and Luke have been like friends since kindergarten.
Oh,
So
I
like
love
yeah, so we
that.
like that's how close we been. And so like my friend, and so and the fun thing is about like my friends, like me and my brother, like we had two friends that's in band with us, and he was in percussion with my brother, and his brother played the trumpet. And the thing is, they're twins too, and they were born
Really?
yeah, and so they were born, and they were named their names were Jacob and Noah Lancaster and they were both born in November also. So me and Tim was born on the first, and then they was born on the 12th. So every time on the 12th, I always text them both the numbers
Uh huh.
and stuff, and just tell them his birthday.
Oh.
Like me, so like me and Noah, like we was like real close. So like, cause we was like we played trumpet together in middle school, and
Yeah.
so where my stuff, like where the percussion stuff was in band, it was like right behind the trumpet. So I like those stuff, and I ducked or I would do stuff to get let like a lot of times I do stuff to make my band director mad just to get the attention on me sometimes. because
I was like
yeah,
that too, a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
because
I
I yeah
was
because I would
like,
do that because
yeah.
I had a like my main thing that I used to do like when I was in school I didn't like to take homework home, so I tried to do it fast so I didn't have to take it home.
I was like that
So
too. I
and
did
so
it on
yeah,
lunch
and
or
so
like
yeah,
downtime.
and so like we and so like once we like my junior I think my junior senior year we started using like the Google Chromebooks and had to do our homework on those.
Uh-huh.
And so I was in band. We was in the middle of band class, and I was sitting on the floor underneath the xylophone, just underneath, and I was just sitting there just typing. I was finishing this math, and my band director, Mr. Pulis, he stopped the music and like yelled my name. He was like, Tavis, I'm like, what? He was like, put the Chromebook down and pay attention. I was like, okay. And then and he started again, and then I hit what I need to hit. And he was like, thank you. And then my brother looked at me. He was like, put it down. I was like, no. I said, I'm gonna finish this problem. I'm not taking this home because it ain't gonna fit in my book
I
bag.
used to get in trouble
Yeah,
too because
and
I'd
so
sit there trying to do it as
and
quick.
then the thing is like, and
Like,
then
I'm busy.
yeah, and that's how I am because I'm really like inclined with a lot of things. Like I'm like me and my family, like my mom, and then my brothers,
Uh-huh.
and like my aunt, like we all was in the band. Like besides my dad, like we all was in the band. And so, cause my mom played trumpet, and I think
That's
yeah,
so
my mom
cool.
played trumpet, and then my older brother he played trombone, and he was the drum major his junior and I think his junior and his senior year,
That's
and
awesome.
and then my brother he played my twin brother played snare drum, so like I'm just really musically inclined with stuff. So I just I like to listen to a lot of music, and so like my older brother he likes like makes like beats and stuff, and so like a
Mm.
lot of time with stuff like if he don't like really understand like if it don't sound right, sometimes he had to like call me on FaceTime and like play it and then be like is it missing something, or he send it to me then he asks me if something does something need to be added, and then I just tell him, and then I add it into it. And I think that's where like my music stuff comes from because he played a lot of music. Like my older brother played a lot of music. My older brother, DJ, he played a
I
lot
was
of
just gonna
music.
ask, does he DJ?
Yeah, like nah, he does like he doesn't really DJ, but like he just makes beats and like sometimes he like gives them people and then they like make music with it. And
That's
sometimes
awesome.
and so like just learning from him, just being around here and listening to all different genres of music because
You should
I'm
put
like
it on TikTok.
yeah, cause
I always see
yeah,
people on
yeah,
TikTok like,
because
what?
yeah, cause I'm like, cause like with him, like I just got like this I got like this beat machine because he had one,
Uh-huh.
and so I got my MacBook, and sometimes I just like mess with it from time to time when I ain't busy, and
Why not?
and
It'd be heck of fun to
yeah,
play
it's like
with.
yeah, it's fun, like
I'd be in there
yeah,
making my own
yeah,
beats,
yeah,
like even
but
if
it's
it
like
wasn't that
yeah,
good.
and so and so like I just like I love that because I love all different genres of music, like I just grew up on
I'm
all
like
different
that too.
genres, and
Yeah.
so like everybody just be like, because especially like when people just like hear me and they see me, they be like, oh, you probably just listen to hip hop. I'm like, no, I listen to all different genres.
Everything.
Yeah, I listen to
Yeah.
everything. I listen to country because like being at my school, like being at North Stanley, that's the main country. That's the main section that played in the weight room when I had
It's country.
when I had physical development. That's the only thing that played clear on the radio was that. So everything came out. So I knew every country song that came on, and so I
That's
like
what happened to
country.
me.
I like country. I like hip hop. I like rock depending on who's playing. I
Yeah.
like old school. I like a lot of old school stuff. Like I like Michael Jackson. I like Ozzy Osbourne. I like the Isley Brothers. I like Stevie Wonder. I like a lot of stuff.
See, that's how I am. When everyone asks me like, "What's your favorite song?" or "What's your favorite genre of music?" I'm like, I don't have one. Like I
Yeah,
listen to everything, like
yeah,
reggae to house music,
yeah, and
hip
that's the thing.
hop.
And then a lot of stuff with that stuff too. Like when I listen to the back stuff to hear what samples they use, and then when I figure it out, I find the song. I'm like, hey, that's the sample that they use. Yeah, so
Ooh,
I can like listen to stuff and like listen to find the like that sample they use, and I'm like, oh, that's it. Cause I done that the other day. Like my wife Danielle was listening to something in the living room, and I heard it. I was like, that's like this rap song, and I was like, I played it, and I was like, hey, that's the same. I was like, that's the beat she used. That the
yeah.
person that person used on it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Dang. No, that's neat. I bet probably from being in band and playing instruments and
Yeah,
stuff.
and it just a thing. It just sticks. So just like if I go somewhere, I just like if I see stuff, if I hear a band, I just start like I'll start walking and I start like marching and stuff. And then
Oh,
they
I
just like
love that.
and they're like, what you doing? I'm like, man, it's stuck. Yeah, it just stuck. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Oh, I love that. No, I always listen to music when I wake up. If I'm in like a bad mood or in a crummy mood or something, I'll put on any type. Like it could be usually country,
Yeah.
sometimes Christian music, sometimes,
Yeah, cause
man, it could be a whole bunch of stuff,
yeah,
but it
cause I,
could
yeah, cause I
change
was
how
listening.
I
I was listening to
feel
that.
completely.
I was listening to gospel rap coming down here. Cause it's just one artist that Luke had put me on. His name is Hovey. He like a gospel rap artist, and it's like it doesn't sound like it. That's why I like listening to it, cause it like the beats and stuff. It doesn't like really sound like gospel, but like
Uh-huh.
you listen to it and you catch what he's saying. It is a like gospel rap. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I like listening to it.
Yeah.
And just like going places like that's why like growing up I used to always think like bad at myself, but like now like when I look at myself, I start take like I joke about it now because I joke at myself. So what I tell people like I tell people this all the time, and people be like, "Man, why you just say it about yourself?" I'm like, "It's funny." So I tell people every time, if you ever want to go somewhere and you don't want to wait in line, you never want to wait in line. You want to get in there first. Tell somebody that's handicapped. I say it every time. I tell people that every time. You can ask anybody that. I told. I literally.
Oh,
I like the. It was like I think it was last year or like yeah last year. It was me and Luke and
it's
our
like
friend.
you get the automatic
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
pass
like me,
without paying for anything.
like me and
There's
Luke, like
perks to it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
me and Luke had went to this game, and I was like, come on, I said, like, this part right here. I was like, come on, I said, watch this, come on, keep going, just stand right here, watch. And the lady just looked, she's like, hey, you come on. I said, told you. I told you. I said, you want to get somewhere fast, take me with you, but y'all don't listen to me. And
Yo,
so
I'm trying to help you
it's
out
funny
and get you there.
and it's funny because like cause we're going next week. We're going next weekend to a game,
Oh,
and
fun.
the Hornets game. They're playing the Clippers,
Oh,
so
nice.
we're going to that. We're going there, and yeah. So that's why I already told him. I said, you already know what to do. He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I said just stand clear, and we're gonna get in there. For everybody get in there and go crazy. We're gonna find our seats. We're gonna sit down. He's like,
Oh.
oh yeah. And so that's why like I just go everywhere. So I do that everywhere I go. I go somewhere I watch. I tell people I say I'm not gonna stand in line long. Somebody gonna see me and let me move up front.
See?
It happens every time.
I love your perspective on that
Yeah.
because I think that's a lot of what life's all about is just the perspective of how you see things. Like instead of being like, "Oh, I have this disease and now it makes me this and that," instead you look at it
Yeah,
as a happy like,
yeah, and
"Hey, I get to be like first in
yeah,
line every time."
and that's the thing too. That's how I used to think when I was younger. I used to
Yeah.
think like that. I used to always think negative of it, and now I think of it more in a positive way.
What do you think like switched that?
I think just me just once I got into like I think once I got into high school
Mm-hmm.
and I started noticing that people weren't really like constantly like staring and like judging me or saying that crazy when I'm walking down the hallway, and they were just like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just talking to me normal. It made me just be like, kind of feel more comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
I think that kind of helped me with that.
Yeah. To kind of treat you like a normal person because you are
Yeah,
and you
and yeah,
operate just like somebody,
exactly.
yeah, that if you had it or if you didn't, you wouldn't even be able to tell by talking to
Yeah,
you.
exactly. You can't really tell, and that's what a lot of people think. Like when they see me, and like especially when I was like driving my car, they was just like, "Oh, like what you got like stuff modified? Like you just like you use hand control? Like do you just like you just use hand control?" I'm
It
like, no.
drives for me.
I'm like no. I use my foot like everybody else. Like yeah, I use my foot. I don't use hand controls. Cause like sitting down, like I can move my foot like fast. So it's like when we went and got that checked out too, just to make sure they was like
Hmm.
he moves his foot like fine, like he can drive normal like everybody else.
It's
Oh,
almost like you had to learn differently. You learn like everybody else,
yeah,
just differently,
yeah, just differently.
basically.
I just do things differently than other people do.
Yeah, but at least you get the fast pass,
Yeah,
and everyone else has
exactly. I get it everywhere. I get it there. I get it in the amusement parks, especially when I go to Tennessee. I go to Dollywood. I go in, go to the little booth. I get my little and that's what it is. That's the fast pass, and I sign
Oh
it,
heck
and I sign
yeah!
it, and I get the when I go, I get to bring like 5 people with me, and then like as soon as you go right here, it's a little spot. You sit right there at the little handicap sign. You sit right there. Once the thing come back, and then once the people get off, before everybody else get on, they open the little gate, and I get to go and find my spot on the ride, and then everybody else get on.
Oh heck yeah!
So a lot of times it be in the
What I
front or
love is
sometimes in the
anytime you
back.
go to the grocery store, any
Yeah,
place, you
yeah,
get front row.
yeah, yeah. I love it.
Oh, I love that. Heck yeah. Oh, it's been so fun talking to you.
Oh yeah,
It's so hard to even like, I could feel like I could talk to you forever.
yeah.
There's so much different things. Like, can you think of anything else that you would want I don't know, maybe to tell somebody if they're going through like a hard time, or like anything that you could say just from your experience?
Mainly just, well, one, like, don't let it get to you, cause
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't let it get to you. Always try to find the positive in everything,
Yeah.
cause you always, I mean, you're gonna find the positive in everything. Just don't never think that you can't, cause you can.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing that I always do, and which I always say, which it just popped in my head like randomly one day, and I was just listening to a song, and I was just saying, like, before you judge a book by its cover, read a few pages before you judge the book.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So before you just assume somebody is like weird or awkward or just crazy, like, ask them what their story is
Yeah.
before you just judge them
Find
off
more
their
out
appearance.
about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what a lot of people do. They kind of like judge me off my appearance
Mm-hmm.
before they just ask me about me. And then I'm like, if you ask me about me, then you wouldn't have to ask me like what's wrong with you, like
Yeah.
nothing. So when they ask me that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. Like,
Yeah.
I go to stuff.
You're all doing just
Yeah,
as
I go
fine
to
as everybody else.
I go to stuff. I go everywhere. I go to games. I go to high school games. I go to basketball games. I ain't been to a Panther game yet, but I want to. And
Oh, we have to
yeah,
go.
yeah, I ain't been yet. I need to go.
I'm all, shoot,
But
now that I know you get the fast pass. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
joking.
yeah, yeah. And then
We gotta go.
yeah, I've been there. I've been
Seriously.
yeah, I've been a lot of wrestling things at the Special Center. I've been going to those for for a few years now. Been like
Yeah.
going to that, because going to that and watching it, I got Danielle into it, so now she watches it with me, and so now, like, when it goes, she be like, are you gonna go? And I'm like, we gonna go, because a lot of times I don't feel like driving up there. And, like, my dad knows the ins and outs of Charlotte, so he like drives, and
Yeah.
so I just get tickets for them, like for her and my mom. And
Oh.
I had like for Danielle and then my mom and dad, I get the tickets, and then we just go, because I had like videos on my phone, and I'll show you after.
Oh, heck yeah. You'll have to show me. Because I've always wanted to go to like a, what is it, UFC fight live? Have you
Yeah,
ever been?
nah, I know, but I've been like watching UFC for like a long time. Like, I've been watching that. I love the UFC.
I just heard they were amazing.
Yeah, like,
I'm like,
yeah, I love the UFC. I love like MMA stuff. I love like wrestling and stuff, because a lot of people from like the MMA world, sometimes they come into wrestling.
mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of superstars that I see now, like wrestling superstars, they come from like an MMA background. So
Mm-hmm.
like, just seeing them, like, okay, yeah, because I've seen like certain people's fights beforehand. I'm like, oh, I just seen they fight like a while back, and now they're doing this.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's cool.
Now they're doing different stuff. That's
Uh-huh.
awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on
You're
and telling
welcome.
me like your story and going through everything.
You're
Like,
welcome.
I love that. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys know anybody who like needs help, or like, I don't know, just reach out. I mean, after going and listening to your story,
Yeah.
it's so inspirational to me.
Yeah,
And
I appreciate it, and I really
yeah.
appreciate you for like having me on and allowing me to tell my story.
Heck yeah.
I appreciate it a
Oh,
lot.
I love it. Yeah. No, of course.